Hey guys, welcome back to episode 4. This one I call the Grim Reaper. We're gonna be on woods with a nice little Reaper IR. Hope you enjoy it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button below. I appreciate it, and let's get right into the raid. This is why I call this video the Grim Reaper, using the SVDS with the Reaper IR sight, the best thermal in the game. We got the canted sight, PKO6 scope. Here are the stats down here. This has become one of my favorite weapons to use. Let's review the map. We're going to woods. It's pretty hectic PvP based map, mostly centered around sniping and long distance combat. If we take a look at the spawns, you'll notice everything is lit right down the middle. What often happens is around this region, you're gonna see a lot of combat right in the middle. Everything focuses around the lumberyard because that is where every player is driven through. What we did in this video, we spawned right next to East Bunker. We take a quick run out to the checkpoint, check the Violet Key spawn, head over to the marked area, and we head into the lumber camp itself. We were able to take down Sturman. That's a good time. Then we head out up to Mountain Spine and then down to the water. Then we hit a nice exit out. And I hope you enjoy the raid.
Hello.
All right, here we go with the Grim Reaper raid. Starting off by dropping a weapon.
We're in bad spawn again.
The weapon that we are using is our beautiful SVDS build. I call it the Grim Reaper for a very specific reason. So we dropped one off for our teammate because the previous raid he had died and I had gotten out.
Yeah, I feel like taking
and we learned from our mistake because where we spawned in this game, we spawned in the previous raid as well, and we were instantly swarmed by about 6 PMCs. So we got our fannies moving, got out of there. There I check up Violet Keycard spawn, is not there, but that is one of 3 that I'm aware of. I think there are 4, but there are 3 that I know for certain.
People could be coming from the direct right once we get into these woods because right is
gonna drink milk, drink some apple juice, and get my hydration and energy back up.
Oh, wait, no.
Taking it nice and easy. I'm using 7N37 as well. I believe that is the best round for SVDS.
Ready to roll.
Given what we're trying to do, which is kind of take fights from longer range.
Just gatekeep. I'm looking around.
And when you have a thermal, you should pretty much always be constantly scanning the surroundings.
Yeah, I don't see a thing. Where's
it is so unbelievably easy to pick up a heat signature on somebody. Just a little glimpse, an arm, or something. The contrast of the white on the black makes it so painfully obvious where somebody is. This is the marked area on woods, much like the other marked areas. I believe anything can spawn there, although to me it seems like the woods one, since it's not behind any lock and key, the loot that spawns there is a little bit less desirable than on other maps like customs and reserve and stuff.
Oh, I see a signature far. Left. You see the wood pile?
Other side.
Yep, other side. He's walking.
Here we go. We pick up some heat signatures. I'm gonna watch our back. There are a lot of player spawns to our kind of back right from where we spawned, where I'm looking there. Yeah, in this direction, there's a lot of player spawns. And as discussed, woods kind of centers around this main log camp area. So you really need to be constantly clearing other angles than just where you think or know players are. You always have to constantly be looking out for flanks. You always constantly have to be, you know, looking at bushes and trees. And it's a pretty difficult map to distinguish.
Yeah, I'm looking as well.
Kind of people from the environment. That is why I think it's a lot of fun to go in with a Reaper or a Fleer or any thermal.
That sounds like it's up,
because you kind of
by water.
That difficulty gets alleviated a lot, and the map plays a lot more aggressive and less
I think it was a scav.
less cautious in terms of being able to go to an area very confidently. Yeah, there I thought I had killed that
Yeah, he's
scav, and he
across,
had just crouched at the
rocks up
correct
top.
time. Make it look like I got him. But I don't think I get
Across
him.
the ring, rocks up top.
Yeah, the callouts on this map that I like to use, I call it the ring. The log camp sits lower than all of the surrounding areas, so I call the surrounding area of this camp the ring, and then kind of go off
I'm
that.
gonna rotate to where you just were.
So Painted is currently pushing up to
I'm also gaining some
the
armor
warehouse
shot,
that is closed. There's 2 open warehouses
think I
and a
see
closed
Sturman.
warehouse.
Okay.
That scav gets dropped, and then this scav, I like this angle. That's just pure Reaper. I don't think I would have been able to see that scav with any other sight, unless I was already staring at it with maybe a voodoo or something. But the Reaper, that's all Reaper.
Don't know where this kid is. Oh, heat signature.
Where?
In a bush. 1 second.
There goes my teammate.
He's like towards the right.
Oh my, yo, these guys are down at the water or something. I'm by the warehouse now. This is me.
Okay,
Yep,
yeah.
pushing up to
Heat
support my
signature
teammate.
on the right side,
The truck,
big fat rock.
the pickup truck right there,
Let's try to make
and then the SUV. The SUV also has a violet keycard spawn in the
there's
trunk,
3 fat rocks actually.
the open
right?
trunk there.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
So the far right one, right above that, a little bit to the left. There's a oh no, on the right of it, there's a bush.
Here we have
Okay.
trying to coordinate some callouts. Gonna repack mags.
Watch sniper left side.
We have really good control of our area. I was clearing it for a substantial amount of time, and Painted was looking across. So we kind of we kind of have the area on lock.
I downed a scav at Woodshed.
Yeah, you said it was probably Stern.
No. There was another one. I'm gonna check it real quick. Can you? No, you're
So
good.
Painted had downed a guy near Sturman's stash, and we thought it was a player because he went
Oh, no,
prone.
this was just a normal scav.
Do you hear that?
Yeah, of course.
That's really close.
It's on the ring.
Yep, you hear me on the ring.
You know what I mean when I say
that-
ring, right?
Yep. I got it.
Like right above it.
It's like a house that's here. I think it's inside one of these wooden houses, bro.
Think?
Maybe.
I was trying to get an angle. I believe he's talking about the houses a little bit to my left that I'm not currently looking at.
Not.
I don't think Sturman's here.
Okay, I see a guy far.
Yeah, so I was wrong.
Stoned.
Sturman was here, and we'll find out very soon.
Kill him?
I'm trying to. I have no idea. He just proned. He's not moving anymore. So maybe. Oh. Don't know where that's at.
Yeah, I just killed scav.
Okay,
Yep,
that's-
down another scav. Maintaining our presence
I'm,
in
like,
the area.
middle by the wood piles.
Okay.
When I have this Reaper, I just feel very confident.
I don't want to go to Sturman's stash.
You
guy,
know,
but you can
I
go do it.
I'm
it's
gonna-
almost
I
cheating.
just kinda wanna jump to the middle. Did you shoot?
There's
Alright,
a
try-
guy on the rocks.
Yeah.
That we got into the fight with that guy on.
Those rocks are pretty scary
There's
to
a
be
guy all the
around.
way up there. Okay.
Uh,
Where I died.
yes. Yeah, last night you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
How did you see someone from?
I like playing with the same people multiple times because you get callouts like that. Of like, oh, I died there on Tuesday. You remember?
Up that
And
way?
like,
Is he standing still? Did you kill him?
we don't have a
I think I
name
killed
for it, but you know
He's-
the
I see it,
location
he's
immediately.
up that way.
Yeah, I think he's still up there.
So I really want to loot these scavs.
Maybe I killed him. I don't think so though.
My arm.
Alright.
is tired.
So go to this. Go to the Sturman stash guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Here you're
Where is
running.
this guy? Yeah. Wait, is this where's his body at?
It's on the stash.
It's not. I must have killed him somewhere else.
This is me on the.
Oh no, this is his body on the side.
I
So
think this is a Sturman goon.
This was a Sturmingoon too.
Oh.
Oh, he had a key card on him.
Nice.
And a GP coin.
So we're Sturman.
Wait, was this Sturman?
Wait, hold on. I killed this guy
was
back here.
Sturman.
Oh, you killed Sturman?
Yeah, but he didn't. Yeah, this was Sturman.
so he killed Sturman.
Shit.
Nice.
He had a
And we
stack
didn't
backpack.
realize he killed Sturman because of the way he acted. It
Oh,
seems
no, it is
kind of
Sturman. Yep, it is.
kinda
100%.
weird.
Yeah.
Do you have a red
Is he
rebel?
like Prones? No.
I had previously not first time, my second time killing Sturman, like, intentionally. I pulled a red rebel off him, so that's why I'm asking him.
Did he have his key?
Yeah, I have it.
Did you open it?
Nope.
Open it.
You wanted to open it this time?
Open it.
I opened it last time. That's what.
So I feel pretty okay with this push.
Go open it. Go open it.
We haven't heard any shots from afar, and we only saw the one player, and he's pretty gone. Gonna kind of loot everything. Spruts. Always stack your spruts.
Definitely.
Easy way to make 40 or 35,000 in a single slot off of solely scav kills. So I'm just chilling. He's opening the stash.
Good.
Now the Sturman stash requires a very special Sturman stash key that you only get from killing him
Good thing you checked Sturman.
and looting him. The key's about 250 to 300,000 on the flea market. In the stash, anything can spawn, and in general, it's weighted towards the better items in the game.
I'm rotating. On
So
the
you
other
can
side.
pull a red rebel out of there. You can pull a bunch of the barter items. Weapons spawn a lot in there. A lot of
Yeah, that's what I wanna
M4s.
work towards.
All sorts of goodies.
This is the same fucking spot last round.
See a dead body at the base of those rocks. I think.
I think. Yeah, I'm still relatively new in using the Reaper, so I'm not
Like water. side?
always positive when a body is dead or a body is alive.
Like the whole game. But I don't know if I downed them or not.
Well, let's go up to this rock, and then we'll push down towards water.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, what we're doing here is we're going up
See this guy's
to the one
That's up and over.
one border of the map, and then we're going to cut all the way back down to the other border of the map. Woods, although it seems like a very large map,
I'm just.
the key
Yeah, yeah.
points
See,
of
you get the right
conflict aren't that large, if that makes sense. So we're going up to what I call Sniper Rock. A sniper scav spawns up there. Then we're going to cut down through these rocks.
Oh,
See
I
this
see a
body?
heat.
Yeah, this body right here.
No,
Prone?
no. In the trees. He's moving. He started running. Far in the trees.
Like water side.
Yep. Oh,
Okay.
There's a dead body there, I think. Is that? I want to take a
And I like having the canted on the SVDS as well. It gives me a little bit of
killed earlier,
close quarters
but then 100%
comfort.
someone else was running away from that.
I also have a laser on this specific SVDS that I will not be using
on these rocks
in
real
the
quick.
future.
Yep. So by
Not a
the
huge
water,
fan of it.
If you're looking at the very corner of the rocks, it'd be
I'm
like
trying to get an angle on what he's talking about. He's calling out people by water side, and we're currently opposite of the water side.
Coming to you.
So we're gonna push these guys. We're being very aggressive.
there's a guy this way.
And again, the Reapers allow us to be this aggressive. We have pretty
Oh,
Yep, I
I
see.
pretty much full knowledge on, you know, what's around us at all times. If you're using it properly and scanning properly,
He might be
it makes everything a lot easier.
Make sure we get kills.
I'm trying to get a different angle than him on the people.
Yep.
There,
Moving,
I see him.
Movement.
It's
right, left to
it's
right.
really hard to see people through
Scab boy.
through bushes.
He not dead.
Dead.
Here I need.
I'm moving to my body, which is closer to the
Yeah,
ring.
he's going to loot another body.
to my left.
And here I get just absolutely
Getting fucked up.
slaughtered.
I gotta go down.
Yep. I'm throwing grenades past you.
Yeah, yeah. Alright, I have to heal. Just in the
Is he
middle.
Standing or what?
I don't know.
Are you prone?
Yeah, I'm prone right next to you.
Okay.
So here's a
There you go,
big
that's what
moment
I
of
needed.
panic.
Yep,
I get
trying to
absolutely
see-
splayed out from a bush that I did not check with the thermal. That's my number one mistake.
He would be in.
Luckily,
Like,
Oh,
I have a good teammate
you scav?
who threw a bunch
yeah,
of
kill those two
nades
scabs.
to try
No,
to
you fucking
push the
Oh.
player off and allow me to heal. Luckily, I'm able to heal my 2 bleeds, and
Okay.
I'm just
then I think that's
just
actually
super
not
out of
good.
commission here. There's no
don't
way
think it was a
there's no way
scab
around it. I had 80
No,
health.
I
One
sure.
somebody blows on me, I die.
Wait, are you?
So I'm prone in the grass,
Healing.
specifically on woods. The grass I think is a little bit higher than other maps.
Yep.
There's something
So
else
being
here.
prone in the
Notice
grass
the way
is
you're running.
pretty difficult to see.
I don't see him, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you can hear the comms.
okay? Like,
We know the location, the general location of where he is, but we have no idea like what bush he's in or whatever. But
That
my
you should-
teammate
Got
is
him.
taking
Yeah,
care
I
of
got
him.
I got him.
Oh, fucking good shit, man.
My teammate got him. Boom. Painted
I'm
always
just
protecting a
I
homie.
killed this guy.
okay. I'm full repairing my body. I need to
Yep.
do 3 more surgeries.
Yeah, I am very mangled.
All right, I'm gonna.
After getting shot up, I was a head and a leg. Nothing else was attached, but here we are attaching everything.
There's another
The
body.
CMS kit
Yeah, I killed
versus the Surf 12. The Surf 12
when I killed the one
is
guy,
definitely better.
There's 2
It
scavs
provides
there.
your limbs more HP after being repaired, and it also heals fractures. So I don't carry a splint anymore. I simply use the Surf 12 kit. There, I was just checking what ammo is in that other SVDS. You never know. I am mangled. It is pretty
Someone
brutal.
hear me?
I'm not moving.
I got it.
I'm out of commission for like another minute.
Yeah.
Yep, there. See, I think comms like that are really good. I told him I'm out of commission for another minute, just because I have to patch up my body. There's no way I can continue.
Okay.
Basically, if I'm in the shape that I'm in, I'm useless. But if I can repair myself, then I can be of assistance. But any other like state of being I'm just a net negative on the situation. So finally, I'm able to get my right arm, left arm, stomach, legs.
So that was
I'm
We're
gonna
all
revive that.
healed back together.
I'm standing up.
I'm packing mags in a bush.
Where are you near?
Shit, like.
Are you
closer
near
to
those scavs that we killed?
I'm not at them.
Okay,
But
I'm
yeah,
on them.
near them. Yeah, near.
Oh
near
shit, there's a player.
Where?
You killed this guy.
Where?
I'm on the body
In the
right
bush?
now. No, kind of in the open. I'm not
Oh wait,
Right here.
like by the ring, right?
right here. Right here.
What?
This guy
I killed.
killed that guy.
Huh?
So he killed a player that we thought was a scav.
Holy shit, I did.
Unless he painted it.
What the?
Those are always fun kills in Tarkov.
Dropping these
When you're like, oh my god, I did get him. Wow. That's crazy.
Drop this guy. Oh, this guy he was doing a mission. He had a camera on.
I know. Saw that. Started laughing.
Sword.
Yeah, it's always interesting to
This way, that.
to see the people when you kill them that they're doing
Sorry,
missions.
dude. I'm
You always feel a little bit bad, but you know, same time it is what it is.
Go.
There you can see my max health. So normally it's
The other guy
435.
that was shooting you.
I'm currently
He
at
took all his stuff.
395.
I took like whatever I could. Stripped a bunch of stuff.
So Painted's pretty sewed up on, or not sewed up, filled up
So you
on
want- you can check those
loot.
2 scavs, and I'm
So-
gonna check the player that was.
Just gonna take everything that he allows me to take, because when we play together, the rule I should have taken his U-lock there. The rules that we kind of abide by is if it's your kill,
There's
you
2
loot them.
scavs right next to each other. One was standing on the rock, and the other was standing next to it. I thought they were
So
players.
all of his kills,
The guy who was shooting you was a
let him get first dibs. No big deal. No skin off my back. And then we try to loot him from there.
Level 54.
so get your shots, kid.
You need a nice
Oh, this was a
weapon.
player right here.
Did I kill?
No,
Also,
I don't
it
know,
wasn't a
did you loot
player.
this guy already with the TV 110?
Yes, he has no dog tag, right?
Yeah, no dog tag.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think it was a player. I think I
looted that guy.
messed that up. I think this was a scav that looted somebody.
How do I do this, bro?
Take all the ammo though. Clean inventory. Making a lot of space. Learning a little bit.
This guy had
Did you kill this guy
Whoa.
on the rock? Is that where you're looting?
no in a bush right now.
Loot this guy on the rock.
Yeah, the guy right next to that one, right?
Yeah, right here.
So we stumbled upon all of the fighting that we heard early in the game.
Get a wallet first.
This was the area where it all happened. So you see we run into 4 or 5 scavs, 4 or 5
Is
players.
a mag?
It's kind of how Woods works in my experience, where it almost depends on where the PMC spawn. There's gonna be a singular area of conflict just based on how the map is designed. Everybody has to cross through each other 100% of the time. So there's gonna be
there's 2 guys right
a
here.
lot of player versus player conflict, and in general, it's definitely long distance sniping,
Top of the rock.
that kind of gameplay. But
Oh, yeah, I didn't touch it.
yeah, see, there's so many bodies we don't even know.
A
Like,
wallet. Oh, red
Another
key card.
wallet.
Oh,
yeah,
only.
empty.
whenever you see a wallet, you wanna
Factory,
get it.
No, take it.
That's all you.
Uh,
You killed him.
Yeah, see,
dropping this.
factory key. It's worth 175,000 rubles.
Taking-
He's like, you take it. I'm like, no, man, I didn't kill that guy.
I was packaging up my stomach.
I was sewing my body back together.
Buddy.
See that guy? You're like, fuck this
Buddy.
guy. He had like
Little
3
ass.
dog tags on him too.
Little ass.
I think this was the guy that was shooting at me.
Outta here.
So I'm rather upset with him.
Let's get out of here.
But yeah, now we got plenty of loot.
Stripping him
Etc.
completely.
Etc.
We did well. You hear me? I'm just so angry at this guy. I feel bad.
F this guy, am I right?
I honestly don't know if this was the guy that was shooting at me. It sounded like a automatic weapon shooting at me, but he could have been shooting his pistol.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm gonna shoot him.
the TT, but I don't know.
Oh, there's a scab closer. Did I
There we
drop
go.
the scab
Scoop
closer?
up everything. Yep, take helmet, take headset, bada bing, bada boom. So now we're gonna make our way to the ZB exit on this side.
Go ZB.
Dude, the scab closer.
So on each side of
Yeah,
woods,
where are you going?
like I talked about, there's
Oh, you.
the 2 ZB exits. The one requires a key. That's on the opposite side of where we are. This one's always open in terms of being able to get into the extract, but it's not always on.
I'm weak.
Sometimes it's on, sometimes it's off. So we're
Vomit on my
gonna
sweater
push it
already.
and hopefully be able to get in it and get extracted.
I love how he just goes, like, he doesn't even say anything. He's just mom spaghetti. You know, that's what I vomited.
You see the scav, pop, nice and easy. See now without the Reaper, this would have been a lot easier, a lot more difficult to.
Dude, it's
see.
biological terrorism right now. I'm gonna spin on somebody, so don't do that.
Oh,
So I loot him.
Really?
graphics card.
Oh, nice.
All right, yo, let's go loot your guy. Let's go loot your guy.
Pizza.
So we
Take over here.
neglected to loot one of his scav kills,
Follow it.
just because it was a little ways out. And after getting the graphics card, I'm like, dude, let's go loot him. Let's go loot him.
Push.
Yeah, I don't see him either. On your right. I see him. Running. Wait, he is perished.
Yeah.
He's been
Yo,
eliminated.
go loot your guy.
Why?
Dude, I don't know. I have a feeling, man.
You hear me? I got a feeling, dude. Go loot him.
Get fucking killed. It's alright. The exit's right here. It's open already.
But yeah, the exit's right here. He makes a good point. Let's just get out. We had a good run. Plenty of fighting. We accidentally killed Sturman.
But nice. Graphics card. It's pretty sick. This is already open.
So this
Yeah,
this
this
is
one-
the
this one-
ZB exit on this side. I think this is
This one's
16.
always open.
This one's always open, but it's been looted. In general, down here you get like water filters, motors,
Yeah,
fuel canisters, that kind of stuff.
Apple juice.
I'm out. Later, brother.
Peace. I
That's
got
the
a
run.
kitted SA-58 and I took it.
Woods can be a pretty scary place. Glad I got out of there alive. Don't forget to follow me everywhere at Sickdegenerate, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and I hope to see you guys next week for part number 5. I'll see you then.